So we already started with section A. We completed section A. Bio part got completed. Now we need to start with second part. So let's start with part 2. So here we need to start out with chemistry portion. Already we completed bio portion. So those who have not seen the bio part, please once go through with that so that you can understand the questions which we covered. So now here we are with part 2 chemistry session. Section B. First question, analyze the following chemical equation. If you recall back, our previous paper also started with the first MCQ of chemistry with balancing the equation. The same pattern question was there in last paper also. Analyze the following chemical equation. Mg plus O2 will form MgO. So here, identify the correct value of P and Q. You need to balance it. Two atoms of magnesium will combine with one molecule of oxygen. Two atoms to form MgO. So P is 2 and Q is not given there. They are asking about Q. Okay, the next equation. Equation number 2. PbNO3 whole twice. QPbO. PbNO3 whole twice. 2 Pb is there. So Q is 2. P is 2. Q is 2. Answer is option number D. Now let's start with second MCQ. Second one. When dissolved in water, which of the following oxide is most likely to form solution with the pH value greater than 7? pH value greater than 7. So it stands for, Vivek, it's correct, option number D. pH value when it is greater than 7. So it stands like it is representing basic oxide. SO2, acidic oxide. CO2 is also acidic oxide, as they are non-metallic oxides. N2O5, nitrogen pentoxide, that is also non-metallic oxide. K2O, potassium oxide, is metallic oxide. Metallic oxide always forms basic solution. So the correct option is C. Very good. Now the next question, 19th one. A student places a clean strip of magnesium metal into test tube containing blue solution of copper sulfate. So for this kind of questions, you must be very clear with reactivity series. So here magnesium is dipped in copper sulfate solution. What is expected? Blue color of the solution will fade because magnesium is more reactive than copper. So here, out of the options, the first one, solution will remain blue. So first one is wrong, colorless. So that's also wrong. Option number C, blue color of the solution will fade and reddish brown solid deposit on the strips. That is, the copper will get deposited on the strip. Now the next one, a few drops of phenolphthalein indicator are added separately to the solution of vinegar and a solution of washing soda. Vinegar, acetic acid, and washing soda, it is a base. So they added phenolphthalein to acid and base. You need to say like what is the change in the color. Phenolphthalein, pink to colorless. If it is in vinegar, what will happen? And if it is in washing soda, what will happen? So color change you need to say out. So color in vinegar is colorless. So phenolphthalein color you need to learn very perfectly. Phenolphthalein, okay, K2O as ऊपर वाला दोबारा दिखा देना. Okay, K2O. हाँ, एक मिनट देखो यहाँ पे क्वेश्चन नंबर 18 इट वॉज देयर when dissolved in water which of the following oxide is mostly likely to form solution with pH value greater than 7. pH value greater than 7. So when we'll get pH greater than 7? If it is a basic solution. Okay, out of all the options, SO2 acidic oxide, CO2 is acidic oxide, and N2O5 it is also acidic oxide. Always non-metallic oxides are acidic oxide. So non-metallic oxides will form acid when it is dissolved in water. Metallic oxides will form base when they dissolve in water. K2O is the correct answer as it will form base by dissolving in water. So pH value will be greater than 7. Okay, some of you asked about K2O. If it got clear, we'll be shifting to next question. Next question was, if the magnesium metal is dipped in copper solution. They took a magnesium strip and they dipped it in copper sulfate solution. As magnesium is more reactive than copper, so it will displace copper from copper sulfate solution. So blue color of the copper sulfate solution will fade and it will turn to reddish brown due to formation of magnesium sulfate. And the next one, copper got separated from the solution by displacement reaction. So copper will deposit on the, okay, thank you. Okay, copper will get deposit on the strip of the magnesium. So there is brown color deposition. For the next question, option number C. Okay, now the next question, free drops of phenolphthalein. So here the phenolphthalein is added to vinegar and washing soda solution. What are the change we observe here? So let's go through with the solution here. Color in vinegar. So vinegar, phenolphthalein gives colorless solution. Color of the washing soda, pink. So vinegar, identification test. In acid, it is colorless, and in base, it is pink. Phenolphthalein is an indicator that remains colorless in acid and neutral solution, and as the vinegar is acetic acid, so it is acidic, thus it is colorless there. It turns pink in basic solution. Washing soda is base, so it is turning pink. Option number B. Very good. Okay, once memorize this. If you are having notebook with you, write down the color change of vinegar. Phenolphthalein. Phenolphthalein in acid solution, colorless, acid and neutral, and is pink in color in base. Now arrange following common substances in increasing order of the pH. So increasing order of pH means the strongest acid must be first. Lemon juice, toothpaste, sodium hydroxide, distilled water. Distilled water is neutral. Paste is basic. Sodium hydroxide, strong base. You can arrange nicely. So the first lemon juice, as it is acidic in nature. Then the next one, toothpaste, base. So it will come afterwards. So first option is wrong. Next, after lemon juice, distilled water will come, as distilled water is neutral. Then we need to move further with the base. So the next one will be toothpaste, and finally sodium hydroxide. Option number C is correct answer. Okay, already given. Nice, Vivek. Okay, the next question. This is our 21st question. 22. Dilute sulfuric acid is added to sodium hydrogen carbonate. Dilute sulfuric acid is added to sodium hydrogen carbonate. Sodium hydrogen carbonate, its formula NaHCO3. Okay, so here sodium hydrogen carbonate. Carbonate is there. So you must be clear that carbon dioxide will release. Now, the gas evolved is then passed through freshly prepared lime water. That is carbon dioxide identification test. If carbon dioxide passes through lime water will turn milky. Now here, lime water will turn milky. What is the final observation? So reddish brown gas is seen, wrong. No gas is evolved, carbon dioxide is evolving, that is also wrong. Brick effervescence occur. The gas turns lime water milky. So correct option is C. Very nice, very good. Option number C is correct answer. Then the next one, question number 23. Consider the reaction. CaO plus water will form CaOH whole twice plus heat. So this reaction is classified. So already you know when heat is released, we call it as exothermic reaction. Moreover, here displacement is taking place. Okay, so here CaO is getting added with water. This reaction, two substances, calcium oxide and water, combine to form single substance CaOH whole twice with the release of heat. So we call it as combination reaction as well as exothermic reaction. So option number B is correct answer. It's a combination reaction as the simple substances are being combined to give complex substance, and moreover there is release of heat. 24th question, Asherson, synthetic detergent can be used for washing clothes even in hard water. If you have this concept clearly in your mind, detergents are used because it does not form any foam. Okay, detergents are used in washing with hard water. Reason, charged end of the detergent molecule forms soluble salt with the calcium and magnesium ion. So they are forming soluble salt. So they are not forming precipitate. Correct explanation. So here both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation. So reading the explanation for you, you can memorize this explanation for your long answers also. Both assertion and reason are correct. Synthetic detergents work effectively in hard water because their charged heads react with calcium and magnesium ion present, unlike soap that forms soluble scum. So here soaps will form insoluble precipitates, whereas the detergents, they form soluble salts. The resulting detergent salts are soluble in water, allowing them to maintain their cleaning power without forming any precipitate. Now we completed with the MCQs. There in bio section we were having only 9 MCQs. Now here up to 24 question MCQs are there. In bio we got 2 assertion reasoning type of questions. In chemistry only 1 assertion reasoning type of question is there. Now starting with the long answer type of questions. Electric wiring in the home is typically made up of copper or aluminium. Which property of these metals? If you recall back your yesterday's question paper, there also we had like a question based on properties of metals. So physical properties of metals, all of you go through thoroughly. So as one question which is very simple based on physical properties of metal. So let's recall back the physical properties. Metals are hard in nature. They are sonorous, good conductor of heat and electricity. Then they are shiny in nature. So these are the physical properties. So sonorous, yesterday's paper we got the question based on sonorous nature. That is why the school bells are not made up of wood, because they are non-sonorous. So yeah, conductivity. Wiring are made up of copper and aluminium because they are good conductor. And gold can be drawn into extremely thin wire. So when the metals are drawn into wire, we call it as ductility. And if they are beaten into sheet, malleability. Yesterday we got 2 questions. One was based on malleability. Why the aluminium sheets are used? So it is because of malleability property. Very good, Vivek. So here first for wiring, good conductor, and for gold, ductility. And next question number 25, answers. The property that makes copper and aluminium suitable for electric wiring is their high electrical conductivity. They offer very little resistance to flow of current, electric current, making them efficient for transmitting electricity. You can write in simple way, like as they are good conductor, or if you want to make your answer effective, you can write like they are making the electric conductivity easy with providing low resistance. Next one, the property responsible for gold wire to be drawn, like gold to drawn into wire, is ductility. Ductility is the ability of the metal to be drawn into thin wire without breaking. Gold is one of the most ductile metal. Now the next 26th question, again we are having choice here, internal choice. In bio we got 2 internal choice questions, chemistry also 2. So this is the internal choice one. The second one, the chief ore of the metal. So if you follow the sequence in yesterday's paper also the same sequence was there. First question was based on physical property of metal. Second is from metallurgy. So you need to revise metallurgy part also very perfectly. So here G4 of the metal M is cinnabar, HGS. So here only single this ore was described, explained in your NCERT textbook. Okay, HGS, this metal is placed low in the activity series. So it is very less reactive. Identify the metal M. Name the process used to convert the sulfide ore into oxide. Two kind of ores are there, sulfide ores and carbonate ores. So how they are being converted? Sulfide ores into the oxides. The balanced chemical equation for the reaction we need to write. How is metal M subsequently extracted from the oxide? So answer, metal M is mercury. So ore itself gives the answer. HGS is there. Very good, Vivek. So HGS is there. So metal is mercury. The process is called roasting. Sulfide ores are extracted by roasting. Carbonate ores are extracted by calcination. The roasting, in this process, the sulfide ore is heated strongly. Roasting in presence of heat. Okay, recall back, roasting by presence of oxygen and calcination in absence of oxygen. Here, roasting, in this process, sulfide ore is heated strongly in presence of excess air. Next, last question, how this metal is extracted? Since mercury is less reactive metal, its oxide is unstable to heat. The metal is extracted simply by heating the metal oxide. You wrote reducing. By simple heating, it will get reduced. Okay, by simple heating, we can we can extract it. Now the next one. Next question. Name the constituent element of alloy brass. So yeah, constituent elements we need to write what are present in brass. So yeah, coming to the session alloys in NCERT textbook, few alloys combination are given. Learn them perfectly. All the alloys, anything can be asked. We need to give the combination of brass. Constituents of brass are copper and zinc. Next question, state to reason why stainless steel, an alloy of iron, is preferred over pure iron for making cooking utensils. So it's a simple question and all of you most probably knowing. Good Vivek. So here, next one, like why the stainless steel is used compared to iron. Stainless steel does not get corroded. Okay, it is corrode free or does not get rusted. So utensils are made up of stainless steel. It's resistant to corrosion and rust, whereas the pure iron rust easily. Last question. What is an alloy containing mercury as one of its constituent? Amalgam. If you remember, amalgam is the alloy where mercury is one of the constituent. And give an example. Answer is not given, I think. Few minutes. It's harder and stronger. Last answer. Let me search. Okay, alloy containing mercury is called amalgam. Example is zinc amalgam. Alloy of zinc and mercury. So here, amalgam is the correct answer. Next part of the question was there. Give an example where mercury is used in alloy as a part of the constituent. So here, zinc amalgam, where zinc and mercury is used. Or the next one, sodium amalgam. A student performed an experiment to test the electric conductivity of dilute acid solution using a beaker. So dilute acids using a beaker, 2 graphite rods, a battery and bulb. So here the setup is given. Why the dilute solution of hydrochloric acid is taken in beaker and the switch is turned on? What will the student observe? Give reason. So here, why the dilute acid is taken? So here, for any experiments, we use dilute acids, and the water content will be more, where the electrolysis can be done easily. Next one, second question is HCl solution is replaced with an aqueous solution of glucose. So if we take glucose solution, no conduction will be done, the bulb will not glow because it does not have any free ions. And name the common base which is used instead of HCl. Instead of HCl, what else we can use? We can use sodium carbonate, NaCl. So let's discuss answers now. Observation: the bulb in the electric circuit will light up. Hydrochloric acid is an acid that dissociates in water to produce free mobile ions. So here, when HCl is taken, HCl will dissociate. The bulb will glow as it conducts electricity. You need to write like HCl will split out into its ion, H plus and Cl minus, in aqueous solution. So these ions are responsible for conducting electricity through the solution, completing the circuit and causing the bulb to glow. The second question, as the observation will change, the bulb will not light up. When glucose is taken, the bulb will not light up. Reason, because glucose cannot dissociate. The third question, what else we can take? So common salt we can take. Common salt is NaCl. Common salt, that is common base that would produce similar observation is sodium hydroxide, NaOH. It is a strong, okay, salt. Instead of salt, they asked like which base we can use. So answer will be NaOH, sodium hydroxide, which will dissociate in water. Now the next question. While playing in a garden, Anjali was stung by honeybee. Honeybee contains methanoic acid. Methanoic acid or formic acid, both are same. Formic is general name and methanoic is IUPAC name. So here, while playing in the garden, Anjali was stung by a honeybee, which caused her immense pain and burning sensation. Her friend immediately advised her to rub the affected area with some toothpaste. Toothpaste is base, so it will neutralize acid. Acid plus base, neutralization reaction will take place and she will get relief from the pain. Later that evening, after having a spicy meal, her father complained of acidity. So yeah, spicy meal which contains lot of protein. So more and more acid is needed to digest it for the production of pepsin. So thus the father will get affected with acidity. Anjali suggested to take a solution of baking soda. Baking soda is base which will neutralize acidity in the stomach. So based on this, we need to answer the following question. Bee sting are acidic in nature. How does rubbing toothpaste on the sting provide relief? So as the sting is acidic, when base is rubbed, paste is rubbed, which is base, acid and base will get neutralized and she will get relief from pain. Why did Anjali suggest baking soda for her father's acidity? Father is having acidity. So if we will take sodium hydroxide, acid will react with if we will take baking soda, which is basic in nature. So acid present in the stomach will react with the base and get neutralized. He will get relief from acidity. Name the acid injected by the bee sting. So it is methanoic acid. Let's go through with the answer quickly once. Toothpaste is generally basic in nature. When rubbed on the bee sting, it neutralizes the acid injected by the bee, thus relieving the pain. Acidity caused by excess production of hydrochloric acid in the stomach. Baking soda is a mild base. When consumed, it will neutralize the excess acid present in the stomach, providing relief. And the last one, the acid injected by the bee is methanoic acid, also known as formic acid. You can remember any of the name, formic acid or methanoic acid. Now coming to the next question. Rainwater, its pH is 5.2. It's a weak acid. Okay, answer is there. They might have asked about the pH. Tap water 7.1, which is weak base. And drain cleaner, it's a strong base. You need to learn out these pH values. It's not given in book. Okay. Vivek, write on these pH values. For rainwater 5.2, it is given in textbook. For tap water is not given and drain cleaner also not given. Note down both. Okay, once I'll be reading the question related to this. Here question is acid rain is a question related to that answer. Okay, acid rain is rainfall that has been made acidic by atmospheric pollution. Generally, acid rain, a pH less than 5.6 is considered acid rain. Liquid A has the pH 5.2, which is less than 5.6, making it an example of acid rain. This happens when pollutants like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide dissolve in rainwater. So learn these oxides also. Sometimes they can ask for which oxides are responsible for acid rain. Then in the acid rain form sulfuric acid and nitric acid. So these are all answers, I think, questions. There are questions related to this. Okay, here it is given question. A laboratory has 3 unlabeled beakers containing different liquids. So here 3 beakers are there. In one, rainwater is there with pH 5.2. In one, tap water is there. And in another, you need not to learn that pH value already given in question. Classify each liquid as weak acid, weak base and strong base. So here, weak acid 5.2, weak base 7.2, strong base is 13.5. Next, what is acid rain? Explain why liquid A is an example of acid rain. So acid rain is caused by the pollutants present in the air like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide, which get mixed with the rainwater and produce sulfuric acid and nitric acid, causing acid rain. And which of 3 liquids will have the highest concentration of hydrogen ion? Hydrogen ion, so it must be acid. Rainwater contains more concentration of hydrogen ion. Vivek, clear? Should I move to next question? Vivek. Are you there, Vivek? Getting no response from you. Vivek, are you there? Okay. So now the next question. So why you are responding very slowly here? Now the next question. Again the choice is there. This is the second choice question of the chemistry. This is from the carbon and its compounds part. Here, molecular formula of saturated hydrocarbon C4H10. Saturated is there. So it's a single bond compound. 4 carbon is there. So there's nothing but butane. 4 carbon, butane. Draw the structural formula of a straight chain isomer and provide its IUPAC name. Straight chain isomers we need to draw. So first we'll write 4 carbon straight. You can see the answer here. Okay, next question is there. So draw a structural formula of the straight chain isomer and provide IUPAC name. For butane and pentane, you need to learn isomers. Butane, one is straight chain is given. So straight you need to write. Carbon can attach at either the second carbon. At the second carbon will attach one carbon. So it will be branched one. Draw the structural formula for the branched chain isomer and provide IUPAC name. So let's go through with the answer here. I'll be explaining by showing you answer. See here, when it is straight chain, we'll be writing 4 carbons straight way. So here 4 carbon is there. Then carbon's valency is 4. So first carbon will attach 3 hydrogen. Second carbon has got bond on both the sides. So 2 hydrogens are there. Third is also having bond on both the sides. 2 hydrogen. And third one, single carbon is there. So 3 hydrogen. This is a straight chain. And its IUPAC name. So it's a butane only because no attachment is there. For the second branched one, here the carbon got attached at the second carbon. You can see CH3 group attached. So they wrote in bracket. You can write it down by placing one bond. We can attach a bond to the carbon and we can write CH3 there in the down. So CH3, CH, CH3, CH3. How to write IUPAC naming for this? At the second carbon, methyl group got attached. Okay, to second carbon, we attached methyl group. So we'll write it as 2-methyl, means we are adding methyl group at second carbon. So 2-methyl. After removing that, only 3 carbon are remaining now. So 3 carbon stands for propane. So 2-methyl propane. Is it clear? 2-methyl propane, how we got? At the second carbon, we attached methyl group, CH3 group. So we call it as 2-methyl propane. Vivek, is it clear? Okay, now next question. Explain why, what is the relationship between these two compounds called? So here, these two compounds are called isomers because their molecular formula is same but structural arrangement is different. Compounds are having same molecular formula but different structural arrangement. So they are called isomers. Next, define the phenomenon. So the definition of isomer we need to write. Explain why the boiling point of the straight chain isomer is higher than that of the branched chain isomer. Why the boiling point is more. Next, write the balanced chemical equation for complete combustion of this hydrocarbon. So combustion is given. Combustion, whenever something undergoes combustion, carbon dioxide will produce. Simply you can write reaction like C4H10 plus oxygen. For combustion, oxygen is needed. So when we burn it with oxygen, it will produce carbon dioxide and water. No need of balancing, only equation is sufficient for carbonates compounds. Okay, let's read the answer. Why they have more boiling point. Okay, why the boiling point of straight chain isomer is more compared to the straight chain isomer has large surface area than the branched chain isomer. This leads to stronger intermolecular van der Waals force of attraction between butane. Okay, between butane molecule, which require more energy to overcome. Thus the butane has high boiling point. डी वाला क्या बोल रहे हो, मेरे को समझ में नहीं आया. हाँ, डी वाला ही आंसर एक बार पढ़ लो. वाई boiling point of isomers, that is why boiling point of butane is more compared to branched isomer. ठीक है, एक बार वो आंसर रीड कर लो अच्छे से. Here the straight chain isomer has a large surface area. Straight chain का surface area ज़्यादा है, so it need more force to overcome to break out that bond. Thus its boiling point is more compared to branched one. Done? आगे बढ़े. Okay, next balanced equation उन्होंने लिखने के लिए बोला था. So butane when it react with carbon dioxide, oxygen, butane on burning with oxygen will produce carbon dioxide, water and heat. So here the combustion of butane is taking place. Vivek. So let's move further now. Okay. Now the next question. 4 organic compounds are there. This is the test for you. You need to give answers now. So first one, 4 organic compounds are given below. Identify the name of the functional group present. So what is the functional group of the first one? Name the functional group of the first one. Fast. Functional group of the first. ये सारे आइसोमर में एप्लीकेबल है. नहीं, हम लोगों को देखो ये आइसोमर में एप्लीकेबल नहीं है, ये तुमको फंक्शनल ग्रुप वाला पार्ट है. सो फर्स्ट वन इज CHO ग्रुप इज देयर. CHO फॉर नो अल्कोहल नहीं है. CHO जो है वो एल्डिहाइड होता है, अल्कोहल OH होता है. लास्ट वाला अल्कोहल है. अल्कोहल फंक्शनल ग्रुप OH फॉर एल्डिहाइड CHO, CO फॉर कीटोन, COOH फॉर कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड. ओके, सो हमारे आंसर्स कैसे हो गए? फर्स्ट वन वाला हो गया एल्डिहाइड, सेकंड हो गया कीटोन, थर्ड हो गया कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड, फोर्थ हो गया अल्कोहल. ओके, अब आइडेंटिफाई द नेम आइडेंटिफाई नेम द फंक्शनल ग्रुप प्रेजेंट इन द कंपाउंड 3 and 4 बोला है, तो 3 में हो गया कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड, 4 पे हो गया अल्कोहल. अभी बी क्वेश्चन है आयुपिक नेम फॉर द कंपाउंड 1 and 2. आयुपिक नेम वी नीड टू राइट. ओके, सो आयुपिक नेम फॉर 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon are there and CHO group is attached at the first carbon. So here 1 propanol, propanon, it is a ketone, so ONE is added. 1 propanon. Now next one, second one, it's ketone. At second carbon we got ketone derivative. देखो अभी यहाँ पे तुम लोगों को क्या बोल रहे हैं कि हमको आयुपेक नेम लिखने के लिए बोल रहे हैं. जब भी आयुपेक नेमिंग के बारे में बोलते हैं वी नीड टू गिव द कार्बन काउंटिंग एट विच कार्बन फंक्शनल ग्रुप इज प्रेजेंट. ठीक है. अगर नॉर्मल नेमिंग होता है तो नॉर्मल ओके तुम लोगों के जो 10th स्टैंडर्ड है उसमें अगर हम लोग नंबरिंग नहीं देते हैं तो भी चलता है. इट्स ओके, यू कैन राइट प्रोपेना. तुमने प्रोपेनॉन लिखा, सही है. फिर उसके बाद ऊपर वाला प्रोपेनॉन है और नीचे वाला प्रोपेनॉन कीटोन. वेरी गुड. फर्स्ट वाला प्रोपेनाल एज इट इज एल्डिहाइड, सेकेंड इज प्रोपेनॉन. गुड, बोथ द आंसर्स आर करेक्ट. नाउ द फोर्थ क्वेश्चन, which compound is commonly used as solvent in nail polish remover? Nail polish remover, ketone is used, so it is acetone. Okay, acetone is used as nail polish remover. Next, write a balanced chemical equation for the reaction that occur when compound 4 react with compound 3. ये क्वेश्चन हमेशा हर एक पेपर में रहता है, इसको अच्छे से प्रिपेयर करना है. कार्बोक्सिलिक एसिड इज रिएक्टिंग विथ अल्कोहल, सो एस्टरिफिकेशन रिएक्शन विल टेक प्लेस. CH3 COO C2H5, ethyl acetate will form. We were clear. So let's see answers once. So common name propanon, acetone, and is used as nail polish remover. फिर esterification reaction when CH3 COOH C2H5 is formed along with water. Vivek, is it clear? Shall I move to next part? Vivek. Now the next question. So this we completed with the chemistry section. Now we are starting with the physics part. So in the physics part here, a student analyzes the behavior of light ray and makes the following observation. A ray of light passing through the center of curvature of a concave mirror retrace its path. So you need to make the path. For this, if you open your NCERT textbook, 3 diagrams are given, like how if it is passing out from the center of curvature, what will happen, and if it is passing through focus, if it is parallel to the principal axis. So the sign conversion, or before the diagrams will start out, there they have given the explanation very properly. A ray passing through center of curvature without any deviation, it will pass straight. The next one, a ray passing parallel to principal axis will pass out through focus. Here convex mirror is given. It after reflection appears to diverge. So convex mirror is there, so it will diverge. We need to extend it back. And next one, a ray of light incident obliquely at pole. So if it will fall on the pole, by making the same angle, it will reflect back. Now choose from the following correct option that lists the correct statement. A ray of light passes through the center of curvature of a concave mirror. Retrace its path. A ray of light parallel to principal axis of a convex mirror after reflection appear to diverge from the principal focus. Ray of light incident obliquely at the pole of a concave mirror is reflected obliquely, making an equal angle. So all the option number 3. So here all the 3 are correct. So 1, 2, 3. All the 3 statements are correct. Okay, so as all the 3 conditions are proper, no, you have given the wrong answer, not B. Option number C will come. All the 3 are correct. First one, if it is passing through center of curvature, so it will retrace its path, means it will go straight. And if it is passing parallel, it will move through focus. And fourth one, if it will fall on the pole with the same angle, it will reflect back. Okay, all the three given statements were correct. Shall I read those statements for you once again? See here. The first one, ray of light passing through the center of curvature of a concave mirror retrace its path. So it will be passing through center of curvature. Second, ray of light parallel to principal focus, principal axis. If it is parallel to principal axis, it will appear to pass through focus. So second statement is also correct because it is a concave mirror. So it will appear to diverge. We need to extend it back. Ray of light incident obliquely at the pole. If it falls on the pole, it will reflect back, making an angle, same angle. Okay. So all the three statements are correct. Now the next one. Oh. Wait for a few minutes. Now let's start with the 31st question. When beam of white light passes through glass prism, the light separates into its constituent colors. Choose the correct option and explain the phenomenon. When beam of white light passes through the glass prism. So when the light is passing through prism, it will split out, which we call dispersion. And the band which we get is spectrum. So let's see what they have given. The different colors of the light travel at the same speed. First statement is wrong because different colors have different speed. The different color of the light are refracted at different angles due to their different speeds. So it's a correct option. Option B is correct. The prism itself produces the color. Wrong. Prism is not producing the color. As the light is passing through the prism, it will split out into 7 color band. Option number D, the angle of incidence is different for each. Here, the angle of incidence is not there at all. Okay, when the light is passing from one transparent medium to another transparent medium, it will deviate from its path. That is, a refraction is taking place. So out of all, only option number B is correct. Any difficulty, Vivek? Let's start with 32 question. Now question number 32, it's given. A convex lens of focal length 20 centimeter is placed in front of an object at 10 centimeter. Convex lens of focal length 20 is placed in front of an object. Okay, object distance is given 10 centimeter. Image formed will be virtual and erect. So here image distance is 10, focal length is 20. So object is, you can analyze the diagram here. Convex lens is there and object is between focus and pole. When the object is between focus and pole, it will form virtual and erect image. For case of convex, we have only one condition where it will form virtual and erect. That is when it is in between pole and focus. Okay, here pole focus is given 20 and object distance is given 10, which is half of the focal length. So it is in between the pole and focus. So the first assertion is correct. Now the second reason is given. Convex lens, when the object is placed between optical center and principal focus, it forms virtual and erect. So explanation is correct. Both A and R are correct. Is it clear? We have understood properly. Now next question. Question number 33. Question number 33. Where is the question? When object is within the focal length of convex lens, virtual, erect and magnified image is formed. Object at 10 centimeter inside 20 centimeter focal length, fitting this condition. So explanation is given. 33 question. Diagram is given and the question is based on diagram here. Object is at 2f1, image is at 2f2. So like center of curvature. Which type of lens is used in the above diagram? So will you say answers are there? It's clearly visible to you. So it's a convex lens. And the second one, which type of image is formed? So by seeing the image, we can say image got inverted. So here it is, inverted in real image. And both the distance are same. If the object is at 10 centimeter, is inside the 20 centimeter focal length. Okay, focal length is 20. So center of curvature, that is 2f, will be object at 10 centimeter is inside the 20 centimeter focal length. What is the focal length of the lens? We need to find f. 20 centimeter, that also we need not to find. It's given in the explanation itself, 20 centimeter focal length. So focal length is 20 centimeter. So it's a very simple question, 33 one, where easily you can score complete marks. Now next question is 34th one. Again the choice is there. So this kind of question was there in yesterday's paper also. If you recall back, so how we did yesterday's paper? Like the first one is given in milliampere, first one is ammeter and voltmeter. Current flowing through the resistors connected in an electric circuit and the potential difference developed across its end are shown in the given ammeter and voltmeter. Find least count of the voltmeter and ammeter. We need to find out the least count. So how we did yesterday? Wherever the pointing will be there. Okay, for least count, we'll divide that by 10. So here least count of ammeter. Least count of ammeter is, so it is in between the interval of 0.2 to 0.4. So 0.2 divided by 10. And least count of voltmeter, to see the least count, at which division the pointer is there. Pointer is at the interval of 2.1. So it will take the division as 1. Okay, 1 divided by 10, 0.1. For least count of ammeter, simply like it is in between 0.2 and 0.4. It's this question, they have given the solution wrong. It should be 0.3. 0.3 divided by 10. So 0.03. Okay, current I is B multiplied by, so here the current we are finding, so it's V upon R, so that multiplied 15 with 0.2. Ammeter reading with 15. So some different solution is given. So this question also we'll discuss again. Mark out the question, question number 34. Okay? हाँ नहीं समझ में आया, मुझे पता, मुझे लिख के करना पड़ेगा. Unless I will solve, you will not be getting it. ठीक है, एक बार सॉल्यूशन करके दिखाऊंगी. क्वेश्चन नंबर 34. ठीक है, कहीं पे लिख के रखना, मैं लिख लेती हूँ नोटबुक में 34 so that we can solve it. Okay, next choice. In the given circuit diagram, suppose the resistors R1, R2 and R3, 3 resistors are there, 5 ohm, 10 ohm and 30 ohm respectively, which have been connected to battery of 12 volt. Have been connected to battery of 12 volt. Calculate. So all they are in parallel. तो अभी हम लोगों को फाइंड करना है फर्स्ट द करंट थ्रू ईच रजिस्टर. करंट थ्रू ईच रजिस्टर, तो करंट का फॉर्मूला हो गया I इज इक्वल टू V अपॉन R1. ये सिंपल सा है, तुमको इजीली समझ में आ जाएगा. 12 अपॉन R1 हमारा 5 है, वैसे ही I2 हो गया 12 अपॉन R2 10 और R3 हो गया 12 अपॉन R3. I3 is 12 upon R3. Then total current of the circuit, we added all together 4. ये हमारा टेक्स्ट बुक का एग्जाम्पल है. ओके, सो बस इतना ही था करना इसमें, टोटल करंट और करंट थ्रू ईच रजिस्टर. ये वाला भी क्वेश्चन कल के पेपर में था. स्टडी द डायग्राम एंड आंसर द फॉलोइंग क्वेश्चंस. Image formed behind retina. So here name the defect of the vision. So here defect of the vision is hypermetropia. So as image is formed behind retina, and list 2 causes for the above defect. So here the first one, focal length is too high and eyeball become too small. Draw the ray diagram for the correction. So as I told, like from human eye we have 3 topics, hypermetropia, myopia and presbyopia. Presbyopia is little least important as ray diagrams are there. So first 2 cases, hypermetropia and myopia, we are having ray diagrams, so it's very important. Thoroughly learn it. Now next question, 36. What is the total resistance? What is the total resistance of n registers? Each register are connected in series. If they are connected in series, so R plus R, like n times NR. If they are connected in parallel, n times 1 upon R plus 1 upon R. So all will get added. So finally it will be R upon n. So n times they are being added, RP. Next, calculate the विवेक फॉर्मूला समझ में आ गया? हॉरिजॉन्टल एंड वर्टिकल लाइंस वाले प्रॉब्लम्स को क्या बोलते हैं? हॉरिजॉन्टल और वर्टिकल लाइंस, हॉरिजॉन्टल वाले को सीरीज बोलते हैं. मेरे को समझ में नहीं आ रहा तुम क्या बोलना चाह रहे हो. ठीक है, एक बार मेरे को ना नोटबुक में डायग्राम करके भेजना व्हाट्सएप में, तो समझ में आएगा तुम कौन सा मतलब किसके रिलेटेड बोल रहे हो. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी के ही रिलेटेड. हॉरिजॉन्टल वाला आई थिंक सीरीज, वर्टिकल जो तुम पूछ रहे हो पैरेलल कनेक्शन. मुझे क्वेश्चन क्लियर नहीं हुआ वंस यू सेंड द क्वेश्चन. ओके नेक्स्ट. अच्छा विजन नहीं, हॉरिजॉन्टल एंड वर्टिकल लाइन का विजन डिफेक्ट, हाँ प्रेसबायोपिया. ठीक है, विजन डिफेक्ट में जब पर्सन को मतलब ही कैन नॉट सी क्लियरली आइदर द हॉरिजॉन्टल और द वर्टिकल orientation, so we call it as presbyopia, which arises due to aging. Okay, next one. Here the 3 combinations are given, 3 registers are given, 3 ohm, 4 ohm and 12. We need to find out parallel combination. So formula for parallel combination, 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. So adding all together, LCM is 12. You can solve this by your own. So it's 8 upon 12. So R parallel will be reciprocal of that, 12 by 8. So final answer is 1.5 ohm. So in physics part, we are getting very simple questions. You can analyze your paper. So how we are getting the questions from physics? The first question, like the important which, whatever, like if we go through with many papers, sample papers, in most of the sample papers, I'm finding that defect of vision, one question is there, compulsory one. And from human eye, the last part, like why the sky looks blue, or during sunrise and sunset why it is red in color, then twinkling of star, rainbow formation. So these parts are very important. Snell's law is very important. Then spectrum one, dispersion. Then when light enters from rarer to denser medium, how it will bend. When it is denser to rarer medium, how it will bend. So that type of question. और नेक्स्ट वन, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी का एक न्यूमेरिकल ओम्स लॉ का कंपलसरी रह रहा है, तो ओम्स लॉ का और एक पावर वाला न्यूमेरिकल अच्छी तरह से करना है. और नेक्स्ट फिज़िक्स में से और हमको क्या मिल रहा है, हाँ एक इस टाइप का वोल्ट मीटर और अमीटर वाला लीस्ट काउंट वाला हमको दोनों पेपर में मिला है. सो वी नीड टू सॉल्व वंस दिस लीस्ट काउंट प्रॉपरली. अगर लैब बुक है तुम लोगों के पास तो हाउ टू कैलकुलेट लीस्ट काउंट ये एक बार अच्छी तरह से समझ लेना. इसके बेसिस पे कॉन्स्टेंटली हमको दोनों पेपर में क्वेश्चन आया है। फिर नेक्स्ट रे डायग्राम का आ ही रहा है, सो लेंस और मिरर का रे डायग्राम अच्छे से प्रैक्टिस करना है। एक तो बहुत बहुत अच्छा है कि यू आर वेरी लकी वेयर दे आर नॉट आस्किंग टू ड्रॉ द रे डायग्राम, दे आर गिविंग द रे डायग्राम एंड बेस्ड ऑन दैट दे आर आस्किंग क्वेश्चंस। ठीक है, तो इसलिए उसके जो रिलेशनशिप वाला जो टेबल है वो टेबल अच्छी तरह से पढ़ना है और रे डायग्राम्स का एक बार अच्छे से देख लेना है। एक ये क्वेश्चन अच्छी तरह से हो रहा है पेपर में। फिर नेक्स्ट इसके MCQs काफ़ी सिंपल आ रहे हैं और केमिस्ट्री पार्ट में से एक फंक्शनल ग्रुप वाला क्वेश्चन कंपलसरी रह रहा है। सो सारे फंक्शनल ग्रुप टोटल हमारे पास 6 फंक्शनल ग्रुप हैं। CHO स्टैंड्स फॉर एल्डिहाइड, CO stands for ketone, COOH for carboxylic acid, OH for alcohol. If there is any halogen derivative like chlorine, fluorine, bromine, iodine. If chlorine, fluorine, bromine, iodine is there, we call it as halogen. And if COOR is there, that is ester. 4 functional groups are there, out of which the given this 4 total 6 are there in your syllabus, out of which aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid and alcohol is very important. For next esterification reaction, combustion reaction, then formation of vegetable ghee from vegetable oil, which catalyst is used, that is very important one. और नेक्स्ट वन कार्बन वाले चैप्टर में से व्हाट आर द केमिकल व्हाट आर द प्रॉपर्टीज़ ऑफ कोवेलेंट कंपाउंड, एक वो वाला बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। फिर इलेक्ट्रॉन डॉट स्ट्रक्चर काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है। फिर एलोट्रॉप्स आइसोमर्स ऑफ कार्बन, हाउ द अरेंजमेंट ऑफ आइसोमर्स, how the arrangement carbon got in diamond and graphite. Okay, graphite it is tetrahedral, diamond it is octagonal. फिर next why graphite is good conductor, why diamond has like a slippery nature in its bonds. So all these questions are very important. फिर नेक्स्ट हमारा हो गया केमिस्ट्री में से कार्बन एंड इट्स कंपाउंड्स में से हो चुका है। फिर मेटल्स एंड नॉन मेटल में से मेटलॉर्जी वाला पार्ट में से एक क्वेश्चन कंपलसरी रह रहा है। फिर फिज़िकल प्रॉपर्टी में से एक क्वेश्चन हो रहा है जो कि काफ़ी इजी हो रहा है। ऐसा देखा जाए तो साइंस का जो पेपर है काफ़ी सिंपल रहता है। अगर सारे टेक्स्ट बुक मतलब टेक्स्ट बुक के जो NCERT के जो चैप्टर्स अगर हमने थरोली रीड कर रखा है तो कहीं पे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगा। और चैप्टर नंबर 1 में से तो एक कोरोजन का टॉपिक पूछ सकते हैं, रेंसिडिटी वाला टॉपिक पूछ सकते हैं, या रिलेटेड टू टाइप्स ऑफ रिएक्शन। मोस्टली हम लोगों को वहाँ से एक MCQ उठा के आ रहे हैं, बहुत ज़्यादा लंबे क्वेश्चंस कुछ नहीं आ रहे हैं। हाँ, बायो वाले पार्ट में से तो रिप्रोडक्शन में से एक चैप्टर आ रहा है, एक क्वेश्चन आ रहा है, हेरिडिटी में से एक रह रहा है लॉन्ग आंसर्स में से। हाँ, मैंने तुमको बायो का पोर्शन देखने के लिए बोला था, आई डोंट नो वेदर यू हैव सीन और नॉट। तो ये हमारा पार्ट कंप्लीट हो चुका है, विवेक पेपर पूरा हो गया है। एक बार फिर से तुमको रिपीट करके देखना है। ठीक है, अभी क्लास में वाइंड अप कर ले रही हूँ। और नेक्स्ट मैथ्स का पेंडिंग रह रहा है। यू नीड टू कंप्लीट मैथ्स नेक्स्ट पेपर एंड सेंड इट टू मी tomorrow if possible. We'll go through with social, or first we'll complete around 5 papers of science, and then we'll start out with social then. Okay, winding up class now. Be on time from tomorrow on.